Welcome to Branson, the city of neon lights. This place has loads and loads and loads of attractions, from shows to rides. And I'm not just talking about Silver Dollar City either. There are plenty of independent company attractions. So speaking of Silver Dollar City, that billboard is advertising Time Traveler from Silver Dollar City. So, yeah. Here you can see the Dick Clark Theater. I never understood why that was short for Richard, but, well, I don't know. Probably gonna have to edit that finger out of there.
0.9 miles.
Yeah. Old time photo. That's a photo booth, or photo store of some sort.
They dress you up in old timey clothes and take
Music. Oh, that's what I was talking about. That's the hotel that was right next to the theater. I had an off-screen conversation with Mom about that particular venue. And then here's probably the funnest hotel in here, Grand Country. Bet you it's a pretty penny to go there, though.
Pretty lights, Anthony?
What do you say?
That is the Outback Roadhouse right there.
Yeah.
This is Branson.
Yep, this is Branson.
You made it.
I made it.
Shoney's
Here it
with
is.
the sign partially
Here it is.
gone out.
I think that's all the way.
You slept all the way, huh?
Yep. Rolled ice cream, the welcome center. Okay.
Oh,
Ooh,
here we go.
There's the mall on that side. And here is the Branson coaster, one of the many independent attractions that I told you about in the last clip.
Quarter mile, turn right.
Alright.
It's not the outside
That used to be
house.
that used to be
Sure, honey.
the
I
ducks
think that's a
thing,
big hotel.
but they've changed it up.
Where's the upside down house?
We'll be going to it
Turn
tomorrow.
right, then turn left.
It's that one.
Turn right, where?
That used to be the windmill. Well, here we are, the Wonderworks Museum. This place is a science museum, so you can see all sorts of wacky experiments in there, or exhibits, I meant to say. So I have kind of peeked into it a little bit, and I know a couple of the exhibits that are going to be in there. So suffice it to say, there are some points that I've been spoiled on, but I don't mind at all, because you truly have to experience these for yourself in order to really know what you can expect. Many of my friends have been asking when I was ever going to show my face. I believe 65 subscribers do deserve a reward, so here I am. This is the voice you hear from Zeta Beetle and Marty Jester both. So I kind of had to show my face now, because there are going to be some off-ride point of views that I'm going to be filming, and I'm going to be in them, so yeah. Here I am. I wonder how many of you know this historic bit of information. The Route 66 Drive-In Theater in Carthage, Missouri is one of the last remaining drive-ins on the historic highway. It's still open to this day, although only seasonally. Here's another history lesson for you, as well as a math lesson. On the average day, there are 100,000 visitors in the Branson area, but its population is only about 10,000. To put that into perspective, 10 times more than the population of Branson visits every day. Yeah, every single day. Its daily population is only about 10,000 by comparison. How crazy is that? Here we go. Into the spinning. Whoa. Okay, this is actually disorienting. This is actually disorienting. Just hold on to the rail. You'll be fine, you'll be fine. Woo! Wow, that was disorienting. Wow. So, oh wow. Okay, I like how close that is. That is the Extreme 360 bikes.
You'll have to get in line.
Yeah.
I'll sit out here and watch you.
Alright. I don't believe a proper introduction has been set in place. I'm Coasterman. I am the vlogging personality of this YouTube channel, and I'm the voice of Marty Chester and Zeta Beetle. So, you have this face to look forward to whenever I vlog, so get used to it.
He don't get stuck.
I hope he don't get stuck.
Oh boy.
Here he goes. Woo! There he went! Whoa! Whoa! Look at him go! Is he having fun?
You would have never guessed that I had ridden that only for the first time just now, because I made it 16 whole rotations by pedal power.
I think so.
So that's pretty cool. So what you just saw was the off-ride point of view of the Extreme 360 bikes. I'm not sure who the manufacturer is of that, but it's a really cool experience, and one that to this day I've only experienced at Wonderwork, so it's a unique credit. That's what I like. Alright, here we go. This is the Astronaut Training Challenge. This is a gyroscope ride. Think Harley Quinn's Insanity at Six Flags Over Texas, but smaller. But don't think that size means everything. Just because Harley Quinn's Insanity is larger does not mean it's more intense. As a matter of fact, it looks like the opposite may be true. So, we'll see what happens, and I will give my review of the ride after I get off. You know, there are three factors that affect how much I enjoy a ride. How smooth it is, how safe it is, and just how fun it is. And Astronaut Training Challenge checks all three boxes and passes with flying colors. It is the safest ride here, with not one, not two, but 3 different restraint systems. Your feet are strapped in at the bottom, your hands are strapped in the shoulder harnesses, and you have the seat belts that act as shoulder harnesses on top of all that. So, yeah. The Astronaut Training Challenge is both the most fun and the safest ride here. And that's pretty impressive. I was really looking forward to it, and it was very much worth the wait. Not to disregard exactly how fun the Wonderworks were, this was the ride that I originally came to Branson for. This is the Runaway Mountain Coaster. This is an alpine roller coaster, and this thing packs a punch. I rode it before, but I got stuck on it the last time I rode, so here's hoping that this ride goes smoother. I'm pretty sure that last time was just a freak accident caused by a seatbelt malfunction of some sort or something, I don't know. But I'm somewhat confident at least. I can't say that there's very much that tops a no-brake run on the Runaway Mountain Coaster. So, my first ride on it this year was phenomenal. So, now that that review's out of the way, I'm sure you saw it just a while ago, we're at Fall Creek, home of the tossed rolls. Let's see if we can catch some. This is my absolute favorite time of day in Branson. Nighttime, where you get to see all the pretty lights. You see that Ferris wheel in the distance there? One of the most beautiful things in any amusement park because of its LED package. I mean, you can see the light show from clear over here. Ain't that awesome? But wait, there's more. Yep. Oodles more. Alrighty, so now we have the Uptown Cafe, which looks pretty darn good itself. And there's that Ferris wheel I was showing you a while ago, past this building.
Here's 76 right here.
Yep. 76.
Oh, look at that Ferris wheel, Anthony.
Ooh, American
Anthony,
flag.
Look. Look.
What?
The Ferris wheel.
Wow.
And there's the Titanic Museum, the Clay Cooper Theater, Ozark Land, which I believe is a boot store? Some sort of...
Kind of a store in general.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of a general store, really.
Yeah. Alright. And then the King Kong on top of the Hollywood Wax Museum.
Oh, I hate those things.
They look too much like people, she says.
Dead people.
Yeah. Like, I get it. I get where she's coming from. It is kind of creepy, but there are people that like that kind of stuff.
There's Wonderworks again, Anthony.
Yep.
Yeah.
AKA the Upside Down House.
You like it? We had fun there today.
Oh yeah. Fun. It was a blast.
Glad.
It has 2 of the best rides in Branson by far.
Is that the upside down house?
Yep, it is.
That was so cool today.
Mm-hmm.
We had fun there.
Yeah.
Well, they're still packed. Look at all the cars.
There's no line at the
That
entrance
the
though.
upside down house?
And here is the aquarium. We're going to do that one Wednesday.
Yep. That
Oh,
looks really
Disney.
cool at night.
Octopus.
We're gonna do that Wednesday at 10:30 in the morning. We can't do everything on the first day.
That's in the morning.
Then we'll be bored if we do everything on the first day.
Yeah. That actually looks really cool at night.
It does look cool, don't it?
Mm-hmm. Aw, the skyscraper's not lit up that much tonight? Aw. I usually like the light package showing up on it. But those blinking lights that you see, that's the skyscraper.
Mama, watch this.
It usually is more lit up than that. The roller coaster track's lit up down there. Why not the eye-catching ride on the strip?
Oh, wow, definitely that.
Okay, and then we've got the windmill again, which means we're getting pretty darn close to our own room. Yep. The Grand Victorian down there.
Is that our room?
Yep, we're right down here is our room.
Alrighty. Well,
This is where we are.
I think I missed my turn. But I think we can go right through here because we did a while ago. Look
Yep.
what's over there, Anthony. The
What?
donut
Krispy
shop.
Kreme.
Krispy Kreme donuts.
And it's still open.
Ooh, yummy.
Good open.
Yep.
Krispy Kreme donuts.
To put into perspective what I mean by still open, Krispy Kreme is a dying breed, unfortunately. And it's really a shame because
Back to our
they are actually
house.
really
Yep, back to our
good.
house.
So, I believe that's our night ride done.
St. James.
Here was the second stop on our second day, Steak and Shake. Those guys have a slam dunk menu item called the Chili Mac Supreme. That is spaghetti, chili sauce, cheese, and onions. Now, for fans of all of those, that sounds like a dream come true. And that's definitely a dream come true for yours truly. But for those of you who hate one or even all of those, maybe not something you'd order, but you know what? To each their own, right? So, the reason I couldn't really record inside the restaurant is due to the fact that a lot of businesses love to play copyrighted songs. So, yeah. The best you'll get is a picture. So, yeah. Sorry. Well, look over there. That's Lightning McQueen and Mater. Right over there at the American Bandstand Theater. I can recognize Mater from a mile away. I mean, come on. He's a rusty tow truck. What else can that be when it has eyes like that? Because he's the only one in the whole Cars series that looks like that.
I cannot get out.
Oof.
They're gonna let me out. That's nice of them.
Yeah. Yep. Just thought I'd show that little bit of cute landmark there.
See the pig?
Yeah, I saw him. I recorded him too. There's the Grand Country Fun Spot. I'm wanting to guess that that's some sort of arcade.
Like it.
Yeah. Bumper boats, bumper cars. Kind of like an indoor amusement park or something.
We may have to do that Outback Steakhouse thing tomorrow.
Yeah. Anyway, what we do, any day that we do it is fine, because yeah, that gator is good, especially with ranch. I know that you prefer the mango stuff.
Oh man, I love that stuff. I can
Yeah.
break that stuff.
Okay, I need to get this down because it's blocking the way of Shoney's.
Just don't lose it.
Yeah, it's right here. That's right. So, there's the Branson Mall that I was trying to show off last night. I don't know if it was illuminated or not, but, yeah. Well, I say last night. When we first got into Branson, which was about 2 nights ago. And there's the Branson coaster as seen in the day. What you didn't see, however, was the swing ride that's right next to it. It's a standard tower swing, so it's not really something that I personally would go out of my way to ride right now, because I've ridden so many of them as to really not care. I mean, sure, I'm a credit seeker, and sure, I like riding every ride in the park, but the Branson Strip has loads of independent attractions, so that's, that would get expensive in a real hurry. So,
There's the Wild Woody.
Yep.
Anthony might like that, too. Anthony, would you like that one?
Yeah.
We might let Christopher let you ride it, too.
Yeah.
But I will not drive.
They won't let you, babe.
Yeah.
You're not tall enough. You can't reach the pedals.
So,
Oh, looky there, Anthony.
What?
Look.
Octopus.
That's where we're going tomorrow.
Yep. So you have that to look forward to.
We're going in the morning when we get up.
Mm.
You're going to have to get up a little earlier tomorrow.
And there's Wonderworks that we took on
Look,
yesterday.
Anthony.
Upside down house.
Yep.
That's
Upside
where
down
we went
house.
Yesterday.
Oh my goodness, look at that line. That was exactly the same type of line we experienced yesterday,
It was
too.
a lot worse than that yesterday.
Oh, it was?
Oh, a lot worse.
Wow. There's King Kong on top of the wax museum again.
The tomato got it upside down.
Yeah, it did. The tomato. Tornado.
Can you say tornado, Anthony?
Yeah.
The tomato turned it upside down.
Poor house.
That was a big tomato.
A big tomato and a very big seesaw.
Anthony, look up there. You see King Kong on top of the building?
Wow.
See it?
That does beg the question, which one is the Empire State Building?
Well, I guess the one he's on.
Hey, look at that. Look at that gorilla.
That's King Kong.
King Kong.
See
Yeah.
him up on top of that building?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Look, Anthony. Whoa, let's don't hit nobody.
Yeah. Let's not.
Wow.
Look at that big camera, Anthony, with the hands around it.
Oh.
Wow.
See it?
That is Fly Ride. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it says take flight across America. Wait,
Oh, it's one where you sit in a chair and it plays a show in front of you.
I think it's kind of like soaring off
Look
of.
at that. You walk into
Disney
the camera,
World.
Anthony. Isn't that cool?
That's pretty cool.
Hey, Anthony, look. Look at the big spaghetti and meatballs.
Wow.
Paskettis.
See that?
Yeah.
Fun fact, there's actually a miniature Ferris wheel in there. For those of you who are in the audience
Anthony.
that would
Anthony.
find that
Look
interesting.
at the big boot.
Wow.
That's
Is
the
your
big
foot that
boot.
big?
Silver
You wear
Spur
that
Western wear.
Yeah.
You can. You got big shoes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure you do. There's the Clay Cooper Theater that was lit up the first time I showed it off. Alrighty. Well, we're stopped now, so I think the only thing that I
There's a
can...
Titanic right in front of us.
Yeah.
Anthony, look at this big old boat.
Yep, that's the Titanic Museum.
Look at the merry-go-round.
That's
America.
a Ferris wheel, baby. Look, there's the helicopter.
Helicopter
taking off.
tours are still a thing.
Helicopter.
Yeah, they're taking off.
Okay, this thing
Oh,
is
I
losing focus.
This?
Yeah.
I need to get over
Alright.
because we gotta go
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this now. The next stop on day 2's journey is the Branson Cheese Company, a cheese lover's dream come true. And guess who in this family gets that honor, huh? Me. I have the title of cheese lover in the family. So, yeah. This is the Branson Cheese Factory. Let's see what's inside. Alright. Looks like we got some pickled eggs here.
Yes, they're gonna let you try some.
Oh, really?
I am. He
Nice.
is cheese fanatic.
Yeah?
Okay? Do we have to film me?
Oh, sorry.
Well, you can. I don't care.
Alright.
Champagne cheddar.
Champagne cheddar, huh?
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna film you. I don't care. Hey, little man, you want some cheese? Anthony, you want some cheese?
Champagne.
Anthony, that's a good name. You want to try some champagne cheese? Well, there you go.
That's some
All
good
right,
stuff.
Take a bite. He is. He's got a hand.
Here we've got some Gouda.
Yeah, Gouda's really good, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's actually filming himself.
Yeah.
I was just asking.
Rosemary Gouda.
Try that one. See if you like it. Mama, you want to do this one?
That is really good.
Isn't that one nice?
Mhm.
That one is nice. Uh-huh.
And this is bruschetta.
You want to try that bruschetta? Sure. There we go.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's our most popular. It is.
Alrighty. This one is the garlic.
Garlic that?
Stay here with us, Anthony. Don't run off.
Absolutely scrumptious.
He loves cheese.
Yeah.
There you go.
Smoked bacon cheese.
Smoked bacon? Smoked bacon?
Pretty good.
Yeah, even that's pretty impressive.
I like that one.
Mm-hmm. Smoked green onion cheese.
Smoked green onion.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty good.
Look at this.
All right.
Taste test.
He likes anything.
Well, he's doing a great job. He's doing a great job. Right. This is a steak.
That is really good.
I'm not very hungry.
Mm. Even with my steak and shake from earlier, this is really good.
Horseradish American.
Alrighty. So this is smoked horseradish American?
The garlic cheddar, it's in the middle of the
If
case.
you want
This
cheese,
shelf
stay
here.
there with Chris. I'm
Keep
gonna go
going
sit
down to
okay?
that other side there. Keep
Stay
going,
there if
keep
you
going
want
there.
cheese.
You go, there's two of them right there. They're both
That's
the
pretty
same
good.
and identical. Yeah, absolutely.
Stop number 3 of day 2 is the St. James Winery. In much the same way as the Branson Cheese Company is a cheese lover's paradise, the St. James Winery has some stuff for us grown-ups that love wine. So, let's go on ahead and see what we can do here. Alrighty, so we have canned liquor here. I'm guessing so we've got blackberry, peachy sangria, strawberry, public house, cream ale, house party, beer like I don't know that language. Willows. There's mango here. And then we've got blackberry and strawberry again. So that's cool. Whew, that roller coaster's in motion right now.
Yeah, haven't ever seen that. I bet Anthony.
Ooh, and they're loading that up. At one point, I would love to see that in motion, but I don't think we're gonna have the time right now.
Oh, wow.
Not today.
What's that?
If we go down to the donut shop, we need to get back and get our bat. Well, I've done had a bat.
Yeah.
That Anthony needs.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
You probably do too.
Yeah.
What's that?
These are loads of shops and
It's a big old hotel there.
yeah.
It's like a Big
Shops,
old,
hotels,
condo.
shows, rides, all sorts of stuff down this Branson strip.
What are rides?
Better watch where I'm going.
Yeah,
What are rides?
you know what rides are.
What you just did was a ride back on. Well, everything's crowded. You gotta not mind standing in line because you going to.
Yep.
Go do the water slides.
Oh no, they're not open. It's too cold.
Yeah, it's far too cold for that right now.
No water things is open.
Chalupa.
It's only
I
40
think
degrees.
Chalupa's
That's
back.
way too cold.
Yeah.
The thing we're gonna do tomorrow, the swimming and the water park, is inside the house.
Yep.
And it's warm in there. See, it's right here, Anthony. See that thing right there?
Yep, that
But
is
you
splash
can't do
country.
the water. You can't do them tunnels though because it's too cold. You can only do the stuff that's inside the house.
Okay. So that's what we have to look forward to tomorrow.
It'll be a busy day tomorrow, but I'll be able to sit on it.
What is
Yeah.
inside the house?
It's a bunch of water rides in there.
Hmm.
Swimming pools, lazy river, all kinds of stuff in there.
Yep.
You'll have to wear your swimming suit.
What's the crazy
And then there's the-
one? What's the crazy one?
The lazy river.
Hmm.
You get on a little inner tube and float down.
See, this is that.
You do not get your phone in there. Daddy
Right.
loves to phone in there.
Yeah, I remember that. This is Quality Inn.
What's
All right.
that do?
It's where you sleep for the night. Okay. Table Rock Coffee Roasters. So that's a coffee shop then.
What's the sweet 49?
Okay, Fuddruckers, which is a burger joint.
There's the Cold Stone.
Cold Stone Creamery. Nice. And that's where we'll be going tonight. The Stampede. It used to be called Dixie Stampede,
I
but
wonder
due
if
to
you
all
could
of
go in there
the
now and get your tickets.
okay.
Seen somebody go.
What are you talking about?
Loads of stuff. All the attractions at Branson.
No, you can't.
No?
What did that do?
You see, there's no cars here. That means
Yeah. Just those guys right there. But no real guests. So
the door's open.
yeah.
Let me go in there and see.
Alright. And there's where the stables are, where you can meet the horses that'll be performing. So,
You can stay in here and I'll be right back.
yep. So we can
Yeah, I'll be right
expect
back.
to
Just
see
stay in here.
them here in just a little bit. And that happens to be the next stop on day number
We're gonna
2.
have to go that way and then go down because this is ridiculous.
Yeah. This is Hertz Donuts. Basically, it's a fancy donut place like Krispy Kreme.
But fancy.
Yeah. So, pretty cool stuff, right? Before we go in, I want to check out this little novelty decoration here. The emergency donut vehicle. This is a pretty cute little addition to this. This is called the Wambulance. The mobile prescription for your donut addiction. Dr. G.L. Azed. Or, if you put that all together, Glazed. So, that is stay back 500 Long Johns. Emergency jelly pump right there. Wow. They are maple bacon defibrillator and donut emergency room entrance. This is clever. I like this. you got yourself a winner with this free bit of publicity here, Hertz Donut. Enjoy it. Well, we're on our way to Dixie Stampede. The thing about this is, there's a lot of traffic here.
Where's Baker?
Yeah, he's over to our right. So, one of the things that we could do while we're waiting over here is enjoy the view of the car museum. This thing is basically all of the celebrity vehicles that you see in the cartoons and movies.
Where's Lightning McQueen?
Lightning McQueen is right next to Mater. Anyway, Hawkins Power and Light. I think I've seen something very similar in Ghostbusters. Maybe? I don't know. But for sure, I see the Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo right here. Then there's the monster truck in the background right there. And then all of those vehicles. But none of those are really what we're coming here for. This is tonight's main event. Dolly Parton Stampede, formerly known as the Dixie Stampede, before a lot of controversy came by and pretty much changed everything.
What do monster
So,
houses
these are the stables that we're probably going to visit. Maybe. And these are all the horses that'll be participating in the show. This one's apparently named Ivy. Those signs that say the horses will bite, they're warning you not to get too close. Here we have Abel. Beauty and grace, Abel was destined to be a part of the show. Abel stands out in the crowd, to say the least, but he would like you to know that there is more than his looks. Abel is athletic and fearless, as he and his partner charge through the Roman rider through a ring of fire. Alrighty. Then we have Jesse, who happens to be a quarter horse. Talk about a horse with a heart. Jesse never disappoints his rider. He gives 100% every day and loves his job. He, along with his partner and friendly neighbor Billy, are a magnificent Roman team, jumping and weaving through fire with ease. So Bonnie here, she's looking a bit comfortable. So maybe, I don't know. Anyway, she happens to be a paint horse. So, known for having a large fan club, she doesn't mind being the center of attention. In fact, she prefers it. Bonnie is a longtime veteran performer at Dolly Parton Stampede and continues to set the bar for rookies to follow in her footsteps. Well, then we have Jojo, who happens to be another quarter horse. Astounding speed and spunk are just a couple of ways to describe Jojo. She made her way to Dolly Parton Stampede last year and was especially pleased with the round-the-clock pampering and attention she receives. Her stamina and stout body type makes her an excited, excellent horse for the trick riding act. Nice. Okay. So this one is named Alligator.
Alligator?
He is a quarter horse. Al for short. Always goes with the flow and especially enjoys relaxing. He can perform a variety of acts in the show and gives you everything he's got every day. Al truly is an asset to Dolly Parton Stampede. Alright. I dare say this stall is empty, so maybe they are doing something with Annie. Annie and her sister Janie came to Dolly Parton Stampede together several years ago and never looked back. They enjoy their performances together and life in the spotlight. Here's one that's got a horse in it. Arrow. He's another quarter horse. Arrow prides himself on being a smooth ride. he possesses all the great abilities of quarter horse, being very versatile in the show. Arrow is always willing to step in where needed. He has the nature of a teddy bear, making him a favorite to children. Nice. There's nothing any further this way, Anthony. So that's it. Alrighty, so I showed you the ones on the other side. Now it's time to show you the ones on this side. This one is Jack. The quarter horse obtained its name for its peak performance during races held along main streets of villages. These racetracks were roughly 1/4 of a mile long. Thus was born the name of the breed. Jack follows the lead of a patient rider. He is shy in nature and enjoys his own space, but when the lights come on, his confidence shines. Performance horses really are something else. This one's empty, but the stall belongs to Little John. Little John is a little guy with a big personality, coming from a background of cutting and chasing cattle. His quickness and athleticism has served him well in the show. Little John won the heart of his rider and is spoiled daily. Oh, now don't you have an elegant name? This one is Paris. Paris is a member of a Roman team. She is fearless and good at her job. Paris always finds ways to entertain herself in the barn and has quite the sense of humor. Oh, do you? I admired that. This one is Smoke. So, the ranchers found the quarter horse quick to start with a temperament suitable for easy handling in any situation. At over 16 hand high, Smoke is a tall fella. He is known by the cast for his gentle and trustworthy nature. Smoke loves to please his rider and is willing to try anything. Hi.
How are you?
Doing pretty good. About yourself?
Doing well. Welcome to the stampede.
Good to be here. So this one's called Rolex. Alright. The quarter horse's versatile nature makes this breed at top of the class in sporting events. Rolex is no different, as he has adapted to all elements of the show with ease. Dolly Parton's Stampede is lucky to have Rolex on the team. Alrighty. This is the semi-final one on this one. This is Jonah. This one is a paint horse. One of my favorite breeds, if not my favorite breed in the whole thing. Jonah made his way into our show just a couple of years ago and quickly became family. He is gentle, agreeable, and hardly bothered by anything except when his supper is late. You won't find a sweeter horse in the barn. Aw, I love horses like that. And then we have Blast. Probably the most exciting name of the whole bunch. Blast is a quarter horse. Blast really shines in the arena. He is a beautiful example of a quarter horse. When lights and music come on, Blast is ready for showtime. Always ready to show off his talents, Blast showcases his speed in the trick ride act. Wow. Horses can have a pretty good top speed, so that can be pretty exciting in each show. Well, this is one of our last stops of day number 2, Cold Stone Creamery. Basically, this is an ice cream store that you can watch the guys make your ice cream. So that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, due to the risk of the copyright music, I'm probably not going to tape inside there, but you never know. They might not be playing anything right now. Well, the skyscraper is finally in motion, and I can finally catch it on the camera. That is that is one of the most thrilling rides in Branson right there. That thing goes 170 feet in the air and takes you at a speed of 60 miles an hour. And those seats at both ends, they freely flip like the zipper. So what you have is a high-octane chaotic ride experience. And it's pretty well my favorite ride on the strip.
See, that's
We're passing right by the Ferris wheel. That's pretty.
I think there's a Sonic out here.
look at the
So this is what the
window.
Runaway Mountain Coaster looks like at night. That's pretty impressive, ain't it?
We'll go there in a little bit.
Skyline. Okay. This is a relatively dark point in Branson.
There was a Sonic out here. But
Okay.
apparently they shut it down. So I do not see it.
Okay.
It's about right.
Yep. Fall Creek Inn and Suites. Alright. Yep. Right up ahead. That's the Runaway Mountain Coaster lit up at night. Beautiful little neon package they got there, or a LED package, more accurately.
Runaway Mountain Coaster.
Yep.
Y'all done rode that thing 3 times.
Yep. Twice yesterday, once today.
Well, they wasn't offering no $8 re-rides today.
Nope. That was yesterday only.